I don't hear anything.
This goes out to all the guys who like to play basketball in the rain with no clothes on. This is for you. I know Jesus saves. I wish he'd save us from this podcast. I know he looks after you and me, but I wish he'd take us far away from here.
I want my money. I want my money back. I want my money. What's up, dogs? What's up, players and pimps? Dogettes, vaginas. Welcome to IDM episode 109. Joining you guys live. I am your host, Othman Boucher. I'm joined by my guy, my dog, Papa Shorts. Chris Lindenberry. What's up, dude?
What up?
What's up, Plier? Now, we are going to get back to doing the show together on the same couch. I'm a little under the weather. Dude, all right. I know I always talk about throwing up, but you see this trash can right here?
Yeah.
That's in case I throw up in the middle of the show.
Oh,
Something's going on with me. And it's not Ozempic either.
Please get it on camera if you do. Please.
Oh, yeah. This time, you're getting it all. But welcome to the show, boys and girls. Plenty to get to tonight. How you feeling, Bubba?
I guess the bigger question is how are you feeling? So what do you got going on over there?
Dude, I don't know. I feel like every time I talk about my ailments, I sound like a pussy, but I've had a crazy migraine the whole entire day. I still got a migraine right now, but I'm just pushing through it. And I've yacked like 4 or 5 times today. And I just didn't want to bring that over to your house, you know? Dude, when people have a newborn, especially like a 3-week-old, you don't want to be the reason that fucking 3-week-old gets pneumonia or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it, dog. Yeah, you let me know earlier today, and you said exactly that. So I certainly appreciate it, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, I do miss you. I do miss sitting next to you and rubbing your thigh while we're doing the show together. But I'll just have to wait another week.
All right.
No, but I'll be all right, man. How are you?
Good, man. We're coming along nicely with the baby, the vagina.
Yeah, let's not get too graphic like we did.
On
Wednesday.
What was it? Infinitesimal.
Yeah, you were talking about how tiny your vagina is.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, that was a little much. Yeah, so we're doing well. She's sleeping a little bit more each night, so we're coming along. I don't know, when did they start talking? Is that soon?
Yeah, you're like she's butt quiet. She won't say shit. You mean like just like nah, 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 like just
like when is she going to start laughing at my zings? Because I've got like a great captive audience, but she no sells all my bits.
When does baby start laughing at zings? Hang on. Between 3 and 6 months.
Oh damn.
Yeah, dude, you got a little ways to go before your baby starts like doing personality bits. Right now she's just like she's still trying to figure out what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Ernesto, did you guys check your Venmo? I sent something a few days ago. Yeah. Thank you, man. I think I gave him a shout out on the Straight Treon, right? For
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
yeah.
Unless it was the episode that we lost. And then had to redo 24 hours later.
Yeah. No, but shouts to Ernesto, man. We really appreciate it. Yeah, at Oathman, if you want to fucking support a fucking what?
It's down below.
Oh, my Venmo is?
Yeah.
Since when?
Since like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't listen yet. Sorry. Yeah. Shouts to all the dogs who have reached out and sent us some fucking some supportive messages and financial support for what we got going on in our lives right now. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, if you guys missed last week, Oathman is now out of a job. So yeah, any little bit certainly helps. But of course, we always appreciate you guys just subscribing to the Patreon, patreon.com/IDMpod.
Yeah, and I got a couple quick updates on the job search.
Give me
That'll be fun for us to get to some Yehudi news. We've been sitting on like 7 or 8 funny Indian street food videos that I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
And I know you put some topics down too. Richmond John asked a really good question here. He says, when do people start? You read it.
When do people start laughing at Danny Ruiz jokes? They do every day from, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay. All right. Dude, we gotta get to your internet just cut out like not your internet but your video feed or whatever just cut out a little bit, and then you sounded like you were outside for like 3 seconds. So I think we should talk about this what you got going on in your house right now. Now I gotta warn you. I heard from the grapevine that about this story that you told me about way deep down in the bottom of the notes section of our show sheet. And I got a little different side of the story than what it sounds like you're going to tell. But let me hear your side of the story. What's going on in your house right now?
Well, we had if you read the notes, Oathman, this would have been better for the Patreon. So I have to leave out some details.
Okay. You know what? All right. Let's say, you know what? We'll save the Yehudi news for the Straight Patreon. I don't want to get you in trouble. Last thing I want to do is get you in trouble. All right. It's fine.
We'll tell it over there for sure.
How's your sleep been?
It's been good. Well, no, it's been terrible. What am I saying? I'm not even speaking words correctly. But that has always been a thing. No, it's been awful. I mean, yeah, we wake up like every 2.5 hours now. It's such a struggle just to get to bed. You constantly worry about, is the baby dead? Is the baby? There was a point last night when we were sleeping. It was like 2 a.m. We had put the baby down like an hour before, where we didn't hear her cooing or something, whatever they call that. Danny Cooye.
One of the clown.
So we were like, we look over in the bassinet, which is next to the bed, and we're like, is she breathing? And then mommy goes, Daddy, check to see if she's breathing. So Daddy has to get up out of bed, go over there, check. I literally, like, it was so dark, so I'm taking it's like a double-edged sword. You don't want to wake the baby up if she's sleeping, like fast asleep. But you also want to confirm signs of life. So it's like I'm taking my phone to try to gently shine it over the corner of the bassinet so I can just see if her like back is moving up and down or her chest is moving up and down. I don't know why I just pantomimed a blowjob like that. Sorry.
You understand that what you guys are doing is a little bit extra, right? Like both of you guys being like, we got to check to see if she's still alive when she's just sleeping right next to you. That's
Yeah, I mean, we're still keep in mind we're still only like a week into having her at home, so
that's true. Yeah,
we haven't really gotten over that hump of like, all right, everything will be
getting
fine.
used to her being alive and being capable of breathing and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna check to make sure she's breathing. I still do, honestly. She was breathing so slowly. I had no idea.
You sound underwater.
Just give it a sec.
Okay, there you go.
She was breathing so slowly. I honestly put my hand on her back. And I still couldn't tell if she was breathing. It turns out she was. I ended up like picking her up.
You sound underwater again. I'm sorry.
I ended up picking her back up, and thank God she stayed asleep, just to make sure that she was still alive, and she was to put her back down. But it's a lot of little things like that where it like kind of wrecks your entire night.
Yeah. Do you feel like you wake up in a panic a lot? Like, oh shit, is the baby still here? Did someone steal the baby?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, every night.
And what about your vagina? Does she who is more like paranoid and obsessive like that? You or the vagina?
We're both paranoid, but I'm trying to pretend to be strong for both of us,
Yeah.
which is a terrible bit. But she's very much like the second the baby lets out like a little cry, because you know this, you've had 2 newborns before. They will start crying and then just kind of within 5 minutes cry themselves back to sleep, and then it's fine.
Right.
The second the baby starts crying, my vagina is like, she wants to eat. She wants to eat. Let's wake her up. Let's get her up. And I'm like, but then we're not going back to sleep for an hour.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, just let it breathe a little bit. And I don't know, that may come off as soulless or careless on my part, but one of us has to be like the rock that grounds the both of us.
If you smell whether or not the baby took a shit. Well, I mean, dude, you're right though. It's like super early. You know, it's you guys are 3 weeks into this bit, but really, like you said, a week into having the baby home. So it's still like, you know, it's still I don't want to say it's still like a new toy. You know what I mean? Like and you don't want to get any like scrapes or fucking, you know what I'm saying, like fuck anything up. But yeah, you're right. As time goes on, you'll definitely like kind of because it's not sustainable, you know. I mean, like being freaked out like that for an extended amount of time. Eventually, one of you guys is going to be like, all right, let's just fucking live life a little bit, you know?
Yeah. And I think we're overly cautious too, because she spent the first 2 weeks of her life in the NICU, you know? So it's like we've already been conditioned from the very beginning to like be overly cautious about every single thing. Our girl Alexa, shout outs to her. She says, to be honest, Shorts, that's totally normal. New parent worries might give you peace of mind to look into those Owlet socks or set up a baby monitor you can stare at for signs of life. Yeah, we do have a baby monitor, but that's like in her. All right, I'm going to be honest. That's in her, like her baby room that we haven't started using yet. And I feel like if we start disassembling parts of that, then I'm going to lose the long-term war of moving her from the bassinet in our bedroom to the baby room very quickly.
Interesting. Yeah.
So yeah, we have not moved the baby monitor over. And also another thing, great point. Glad you brought it up. My phone is like maxed out to like the end of life stage. So I don't think I can add any more apps to it at this point.
Dude, I've never seen this before. The Owlet Dream Sock. Pretty amazing. I got that shit pulled up. They just wear socks and your app tells you if it's the baby's alive or not. That's pretty wild.
Our guy Mike Cook says 5 months and 1 week left till you said baby will be sleeping through the night. I forgot.
Thank you, Mike Cook, for bringing that up. I'm very happy that I'm not the only one that remembers that.
Dude, I was like secretly hoping nobody was keeping track of that.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, so all right, let's look it up. It is currently March, or it's going to be March 1st. So you have till August, basically, the second week of August. We should put. Are you as confident as you were? Because we should definitely put something on it.
Well, here's the thing. I'm confident that if we followed my regimen, that I could have the baby sleeping through the night within 6 months, even sooner.
Real quick, what's your regimen again?
We're following the French method, which I read in one of the baby books, Les Bébés. which the premise was some white bitch from America went over to France, had her first baby, and realized that she was struggling to get her baby to sleep through the night after like a year and a half or something.
Wait, she got knocked up by. She went over to France and got knocked up by a French frog.
I think so. Yeah.
What a hooah, dude!
I know.
All right.
I know. And honestly, she left out the best details in the book. Like, how big was his dick? Was it uncircumcised? You know?
All right. So what did she say in Le Bébé?
She said she realized after talking to a bunch of French parents over the course of months, she was doing her own personal deep dive. She realized that the French parents can't even explain how they get their babies to sleep through the night so fast because it's such common practice over there that it just seems completely natural. So like they call it doing their nights. So the babies over there, I guess, start doing their nights after like 3 months, 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And this fucking who, she's like a year into motherhood and can't get her baby to sleep through the night. So there's a lot of helpful tips. And obviously I read the book. Obviously. I'm a master at Le Bébé and the French method of parenting. So that puts us at about August of my littlest vagina sleeping through the night.
Okay. Because I feel like in foreign countries, they're not as sensitive as like American parents are. So they're like, the baby, if the baby wants to cry, he can cry. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? You know what I mean? Like they'll just let the baby fucking scream and starve and fucking, you know.
If le bébé is crying, give le bébé a croissant.
If he wants to cry, just give him a cigarette. He will be fine. No, but I think dude, I think there's still time. You know, you got more than 5 months. There's time for you to put that shit into action.
But the interference that I'm inevitably going to run into, because I already have, is I've already told you my vagina. She's like overly cautious, and checks on the baby the second the baby cries or lets out a little dog yelp or whatever it is they do in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, just give it like 5 to 50 minutes. And then we'll check on it.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, the truth is like, it is kind of like, it's a shitty experience to just like let your baby cry. Like you have to have a level of you know how David Goggins is always talking about like, you got to excuse me. He's always like, you got to callous your mind. You got to make your mind stronger. Like you got to sort of callous your heart in a way and just be like, oh, it's better for the baby. Like it sucks hearing her scream, but it's better for her. It's not easy to do.
Yeah, dude. I've been working on callousing my heart a lot lately. Like,
Yeah.
I'm down here doing a podcast, and I think baby wants me to be doing the podcast. So,
Right.
you know,
Well, I mean, technically, this is your one and only job right now. So, I mean, me too. Who am I? I'm not talking shit, you know. Damn. Okay. Well, dude. So, for the record, just to be clear, are you saying that? Are you giving up on your fucking braggadocious claim that you'll have the bit sleeping overnight in 6 months, or are you giving up on that?
no, dude. You know I'm way too stubborn for that. Come on.
You are butt stubborn. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, I'm not giving up. In fact, I'm standing my ground.
All right. Yeah. Don't let Le Bebe fucking call the shots, you know?
I'm standing my ground like this is like I'm George Zimmerman.
That's a good saying, dude. That's a great saying. No sports, no politics here, guys. No sports, no politics. Yo, speaking of, dude, I mean, this is very sports politics realm to dive into, but did you see Zelensky and JD Vance and Trump yelling at each other in front of everyone in the Oval Office today?
I saw like clips briefly, but I've been trying to like wipe politics from my mind.
Yeah.
Because what happens is whatever we look at or obsess about, it's inevitably going to make its way to the show. So
That's true. Yeah.
So I just try to like avoid it like the plague.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. We don't do sports. We don't do politics here.
Yeah.
But dude, I might have to do sports and politics because I wanted to tell you about this, man.
All right.
So, you know how I got laid off, not fired, right?
Yeah.
Totally normal, guys. You know, it's not like I was doing bad work. It's just part of life. You know, Elon came in and he's pulling cords and he's saying, you know, we got to cut funds here and there, and government contractors decided they got a lot of overhead that they need to get rid of. And apparently I'm overhead. I'm Oathman head.
I'm not laughing at your situation.
So I've got a couple like leads, right?
Yeah.
For jobs. I mean, hopefully one of these works out. I don't know what's going to work out. I don't know if anything's going to work out. Honestly, I panicked a little bit today because I was like, okay, so once March starts, which is tomorrow, that is I officially have less than a month to figure out where I'm getting my next paycheck from.
Yeah, you kind of have like that built-in what's the word I'm looking for? Like mental clock.
Yeah. So like I break that down in my head to like 4 weeks. And I'm like, oh fuck. Okay. I just got through 1 week. I've talked to some people, but let's say somebody offers to give me a job 1 week, then the earliest I could start is the next week. So really I have 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm like doing this panicky math in my head.
Yeah, that's very normal too. I mean, I remember going through all that stuff too. I was lucky also because, well, despite their first attempt, when I got laid off, not fired by Odyssey.
Yeah.
I had like a 6 month, what's that thing called? Package. 6 month.
You had a 6 month severance package?
Severance package. Yeah. But that's because I had been there for 15 years. But when they first tried to get me to sign their first attempt to get me to sign a severance, and this goes back to literally laid off by a guy I'd never met before in my life, had no idea who I was or how long I'd been there. On paper to him, I had been with Odyssey for like 4 years. So he tried to give me like a 1 month severance or like 3 weeks or something like that, something whack like that. And then fortunately, an angel stepped in and filled them in. They were like, guys, you just laid off like one of our most tenured employees. He's been with the company for 15 years, so you might want to up that severance.
Yeah.
But
Damn,
I was lucky in that regard. Give me a little
man,
bit.
that makes me like want to reach back out to HR and be like, can I get more than fucking? I mean, because technically I'm getting like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that seemed low because you were there for like 8 years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the other thing is too, this is ballsy. It could easily backfire, but I have heard that you can negotiate your severance. So it's like they're handing you agreement, hoping you sign immediately, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you. It is like a legally binding document once you sign it. There's nothing stopping you from countering and going, you know what, I want 10 years severance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's crazy. You know what? It's also crazy I don't have a job. Why don't you meet me in the middle? 5 years severance.
Yeah. You know what, dude? I'm gonna reach back out to HR and be like, yeah, because anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I'm like applying to different places and talking to different people that people are introducing me to. And there's one company that I applied for a role at, and I like made it all the way to the guy submitting my resume to the managers, and I hadn't heard anything from anybody, and I was speaking to a friend, and I was like, "Do you know this company?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I know a guy that works in the company," and the guy put me in touch with a dude that worked with the guy that he was talking about who works at this company.
Sick.
And it actually turned out to be a guy who like used to work at the company but still has connections there.
Sure. Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh yeah, man, yeah, this would be a good fit." He kind of like was butt honest with me about the company and like made me not want to work there anymore. But whatever.
He's like, "Yeah, man, we're hiring right now. It's a dumpster fire. You should come on over."
Yeah. But so he was like, "Actually, I'm still cool with the CEO. Let me just text him and tell him about you." And I'm like, "All right, cool. Yeah, that'd be great."
Damn.
And so like he texts the CEO, and the CEO's like telling him that he'll call me or something like that. And then one of the things that like I want to be aware of right now is like how these people that are hiring for positions, how they feel about the current administration, because it's kind of like a very polarizing thing to bring up and talk about. And it's almost going to come up every single time I'm talking to somebody, like, because every government contractor is kind of like affected by it,
Yeah, that's a good point.
So like people are either like, I've even in some emails, people are like, "Yeah, this fucking, this current administration is insane. What's going on?" And I don't know how to respond. I don't want to be like, "Yeah, they fucking suck," or, what I'm saying? I just try to be neutral. And so like, I always try to get like a feel for like, okay, how should I navigate this conversation if it comes up? And so I look up the CEO just in case I talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I look him up on like Twitter. So maybe I can see who he's following. And he's got a pretty dead Twitter account, just like following like 4 people, like sports accounts and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I look him up on Instagram. Well, I looked the company up on Instagram. They don't really have a account. And then I looked the dude up, the CEO, and I found his account. And it's like he's got like 200 followers or something like that, but he's following like 1,600 people. And it's, dude, I look at the people he's following just out of curiosity. I was like, and it's like Donald Trump, Charlie Kirk, freaking like all the right wing people, libs of TikTok, freaking not Primetime Stein, but Primetime Stein's network that he works at.
Yeah,
You
you're
know?
just doing like job reconnaissance. It's a smart thing to be doing. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he follows enough people to be familiar with the dude, like Alex Stein, the dude that I like, am helping out with social media.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, like, ever since I found that out, I'm like, should I bring that up when I talk to him? Should I like casually mention it just to like kind of flex, like, hey, I notice you're obsessed with all these right wing, people. Should I, just casually be like, I'm also, you know what I'm saying? But dude, what's funny is if he was super left wing, I would be like, well, I work with Luke Thomas, and Luke Thomas is you're the most liberal MMA guy in the world, and I agree with everything he says.
It'd be so funny if you did bring it up and then it completely backfired, and he goes, "No, I just hate read all of them."
Yeah, I hate follow them. Yeah, I know.
But you were saying you're a big fan of all of them.
So, I truthfully, I don't. The company, I don't want to work for this company just because like they're not my one seed. I'm not beggars can't be choosers. I'm not in a position to be like I don't want to work for this guy, But when I do talk to him, that's something that's been going on in my mind. Like, should I bring this up? Should I not bring it up? It could completely fucking sell me, and it also could completely backfire in my face. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you got to go for broke, dude.
Just fucking do it.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt you if you don't get the job. So just fuck it. You're playing with house money right now. You can do whatever you want.
I mean, am I playing with house money? I don't feel like I'm playing it with house money. I feel like my house money is running out, if you know what I mean.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yes. Somebody's playing with your house money.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, there's so many jobs out there now. Again, important to bring up this caveat. I've been unemployed for like 6 months. So I'm not the best person to go to for advice for shit like this. But I don't know. I just think it's fortune favors the brave.
Yeah. I mean, Jen Montana says it is legit to talk about your other work. But it's so that like political shit is so polarizing that it could be like, well, okay, for instance, here's how it could backfire. The guy could be a huge fan of he probably is a huge fan of like all those right wing. It seems like he is, but he could be like, oh, this dude is kind of a liability because he just openly talks about, shit that pisses off half of the population. So I don't need that kind of fucking, that kind of liability in the office.
Well, I think you've already played your cards the best that you can. You had somebody reach out and figure out who he was, and you did plenty of like research on the job itself. So you just got to make a judgment call, and you're going to be able to live with it because, again, yeah, I know you're worried about your financial situation, obviously.
Yeah.
Anybody in your shoes would be. But at the same time, I think you got to be bold. And then if it doesn't work out, be like, all right, well, I won't do that again. You really don't have anything to lose, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Yeah. Jen Montana says I'm overthinking it. I'm probably overthinking it.
But yeah, we got to give a shout out to the dogs, bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's give a shout out to our big time P1s.
It's time for our big time P1 shout out.
Our biggest at big time P1s, the big time P1s. Shout outs to Alex, AJ McCown. Shout outs to Alex Davis, Brendan Cooney, Brendan Smith. Shout outs to Brent Wenzel, Brian Altman, Brian Busties. Shoutouts to Carlos N, a new dog. Shoutouts to Danny Loudermilk, David Slat. Shoutouts to Don DeMarco, Ernesto Ladown. Shoutouts to Craven Moorhead, James M, Jen Montana. I was raised well, now I raise hell. Shoutouts to JP Flame, Kevin Smith, Korean John, Chris Stein, Kyle Kogan, M_Jizzle, Matt Brodericks, Matt Starcheck, and Matt Starcheck. Shoutouts to Max has a 1-inch penis, Peter Rosenkrantz, Phil J, Pig Tits. Shoutouts to Reggie.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Shoutouts to Reggie. Our guy Brad Paints This, who you can find all of his artwork on Instagram.com/Brad Paints This. Shoutouts to Sean Kibler, William, and our guy Lubomir. One of these days I got to tell you about when I tried working for Lubomir. I don't think I ever told that story on the podcast. It was a colossal failure. I mean, just the worst. But I got to think about how I feel about that. Consider whether or not he will want me talking about it. But yeah, that is our $8 tier. You guys can subscribe to IDM for just $5, the cost of a beer. And that is 12 shows per month at patreon.com/IDM pod. Shout out to y'all.
Lubomir called you out for cultural appropriation. Did you see that?
No, I missed it.
It was on Instagram for your if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, look us up. I posted a video of Shorts competing in a pho eating contest.
Yeah, you dug way deep for that. Where did you find that? Was that just on your phone in your library?
Bruh. I don't know, man. I find shit.
That's true. You are a finder.
I am a internet sleuth. No, I just went into my Gmail and just looked for pho, and I found it. It was on Matt Valdez's YouTube account.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, that was the pho eating competition at like George Mason Day, probably 2012 or 13, somewhere
It
around
was
there.
a George Mason like Vietnamese festival or something like that. Right?
Yeah, that was where and you said it's on our Instagram account?
Yeah.
That was where, dude, the pho soup that they laid out in the bowls, there were like 6 or 7 people crazy enough to compete.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a big like steam pot, like a big crab pot that they had all this pho into, just a big metal vat of pho. But the stuff was like piping hot, like boiling hot.
Why don't we revisit it real quick? You wanna do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Pho. Yeah, and dude, this was during your you were in really good shape. You know, you were wearing one of our favorite go-to shirts, the bottle and cork tank top.
That was when we had the best night of our lives at Dewey Beach.
Oh my god, dude, I fucking think about that night all the time.
And we were in great shape, and I was like, dude, we should totally get these bottle and cork jerseys.
Yeah, we paid like $40 each for them or something like that.
Which is not funny in and of itself, but it was funny to think because we worked with Chad Dukes and then wore them to work. It pissed him off so much.
Yeah, especially because we were in shape. He was like, "Oh, you fucking." I'll never forget, dude. One time when he was beefing with us, I forget why he was beefing with us, but it was when we were in shape, and he was like, "Have a little humility," because like we were in shape and like doing in shape bits.
Oh yeah, he used to mock me for drinking protein shakes at work, but I wasn't rubbing it in people's faces. I was literally drinking it behind the wall of my cubicle so that specifically nobody saw it.
Yeah.
You would walk by, peek over, then see it and be like, all right, we get it, Shorts. You're trying to get in shape.
Yeah, you're hiding it from everybody. Yeah. All right. So this is dude, paint this picture for everybody because there is so much to take in here.
Yeah, there is. All right, so first of all, if I remember correctly, I think it's the dude to my right. He's clearly a native Viet Cong.
Yeah.
He was if it wasn't him, it was another dude. One of the Asian dudes at that table. Again, the stuff was piping hot. He was slurping this stuff down so fast, and it was boiling pho. What do they call it? Pho schmegma or whatever it's called, broth. That his nose started like pouring blood out of it.
Oh my God.
And he still, with all that happening, kept going. And that's when I was like, mentally, I was like, I checked out. I was like,
yeah, you're like, I can't compete with this guy.
I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy this bowl of pho.
All right, let's play a little bit, and then maybe we'll get a play-by-play after like the first. All right, here we go.
Nobody touch the bowl yet. I'm sitting in the bowl yet, okay? Is everybody ready? Raise your chopstick.
No.
Raise your chopstick. Raise your chopstick if you're ready.
Now, I do like that it's like all dudes, and then one. I'd say, dare I say, fetching Vietnamese girl that you were definitely attracted to. Let's
Not only definitely was attracted, but still am.
Yeah. They're saying, raise your chopsticks. All right, here we go. I was so proud of you this day, dude.
Thanks, man.
Now, yeah, you're really going for it. You can't even tell that it's hot because everyone's like just going for. Although you will see that there are some people like blowing it.
There's the kid on the right. The camera just panned to the right. That's the kid at the end of the table, like 5 seconds ago, who was bleeding out of his face.
God damn, dude.
Crazy.
I mean, whose idea? They fucked this up so bad. It could have been so entertaining if they just gave you like, Luke Thomas warm pho.
Yeah, that was tough.
Right,
yeah, it was just
a little bit.
It's like walking into like the cage, not knowing who you're. What do they call that? The cage, the octagon in the UFC, and not realizing who your opponent is. And you look up and like Fedor Emelianenko is standing there.
I think this is. Are you talking about the guy in the Flash Gordon hat?
No, it's the guy to the right of him, I think.
Okay.
See how he's like going to town?
It looks like
they both are, but
okay.
The guy on the right is literally, I mean, a different breed.
All right, let's see. Let's fast forward to the end here.
I'm sweating so hard.
Oh God.
And it was also like the middle of the summer too.
Yeah. Was it that bad bit where you ever like eat something so hot that it kind of like burns the skin off the top of your mouth?
Yeah. And you got like blisters afterwards. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, it was definitely that hot. I mean, dude, speaking of hot, can we just acknowledge one more time how I would fuck that girl 7 ways from Sunday?
But dude, you were fucking look. You're about to stand up, dude. You were fucking swole, dude. You were jacked.
I know, but the worst part about looking at old footage like this is you go, oh, fuck me, I'm so fat now.
I know, man. Oh shit, you're about to do the shot of sriracha. This is how you went over the crowd. I forgot about this.
Good job, Short.
Because I think you were the second to last person to finish. The only person you beat was the girl.
Shorts, drink the hot sauce. Drink the hot sauce.
Oh man.
Is the video like super slow, or is that just my computer?
I think it might be your computer.
Oh, okay, that's cool. All good.
Dude, I gotta be honest, bro. I'm happy with that you have a nice fetching American vagina, but you were born to be a part of this community.
I know, dude. I know.
Let's be real.
Yeah,
All right.
that would have been a win-win situation.
Dude, I had a new bit I wanted to do. It's called Checking In with the Dogs.
Mhm.
Now, we have the super secret supporter chat going, and you know, a lot of times we just do shtick there, but we don't really like bring it up during the show. And some people send in like really good bits, and I thought that it would be good to just like run through it and kind of reward the dogs who like, you know, participate in the super secret supporter chat. What do you think?
Yeah, and also let me just tie this loose end up. What was it that our guy Lubomir said in response to the video?
Oh, he said it was cultural appropriation because you're the only white guy there.
That's a good. All right, so check it in with the dogs.
All right, so this is from Corey Rita. It's a meme. It says, when your father told you that you never accomplish anything in life and you prove him wrong. It's from the AVN Awards. It's a girl holding up a trophy for best anal sex scene.
Give me a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I've never been into that type of porn before.
Yeah, you told me that one time.
Am I weird for that?
I mean, I like it, you know.
Well, I mean, you like it with guys, but
this is the guys that no. I don't know. To each his own, man. Like, you know,
it's just always seemed like too much for me.
I like when girls do like crazy shit, and that's what I look at that as. Like, it's crazy shit.
Yeah,
no pun intended. Oh,
come on, Wise.
It's not. I mean, I think what is it about it that weirds you out? Just that poop comes out of there?
Well, no, it's the gaping part that I can't. I don't even like saying this out loud.
Oh well, dude, I don't like gaping videos.
This is like the free show. We're supposed to be censoring ourselves going into the Patreon, but yeah, I don't like looking at gaping holes.
I don't think that's what happens when you put your wiener in a. Okay, anyways. Okay. Yeah, Jem Montana asks, what about DP, dude?
No.
Too much for you?
I mean, maybe when I was like 15, I was into that.
Okay, let me ask you this. If you really want to get down to it, dude, why do you like facial stuff?
Because I'm gay.
No, be honest. Why do you think you like it?
I don't know. It's just
because it's a girl doing like crazy shit. Just like
that's true. It's like I don't like to think about it this deeply, but the truth is, it's a girl getting defiled.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, by a big gooey mess, and there's something bazilly about that.
Yeah. It's not a lot of times like it's not like what is actually happening. It's more like the mentality behind what's happening. Like,
right. You know? It's the fact that she's such a gamer, and you
such
go,
a hua. Yeah.
You're like, damn, this chick really does get into it. She's down. She's down to party.
All right. Our guy Korean John sent this video. It's called Karate Size with okay, here we go.
Break the rules, follow the plan. Can't let them know we're all around. You never know just who you'll meet. Hold the line, you gotta keep the beat. You better work out, feel the heat. Work out,
Now it's a 80s video of Tiana Alexandra, a former actress, martial artist, kicking dudes' asses.
Dude, there must have been some wild shit back in the 80s when workout videos became such a thing. Like this is like the Olivia Newton-John era. Because it also kind of coincided with the explosion of cable TV. So there was all of a sudden a giant need to fill programming gaps everywhere. There must have just been some insane shit on TV.
Yeah. Okay, this is from our guy Pig Tits, who said he wants to submit this video to the shitty music playlist that we got going.
By the way, congrats to Pig Tits on the birth of his little penis or vagina. I'm not sure.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
that's awesome news. Congrats, bro.
Yeah, everyone reach out to Pig Tits, send him your well wishes. All right, here we go.
In this journey through.
Let me restart it.
In this journey through a love so true. Euphoria we do. Driving down that country road with you by my side, all of it grows. Through fields of gold, under sky so blue, our journey feels so brand new. Driving down that country road with you by my side, all of it grows.
Someone said this is why Sudafed is locked behind the counter.
Is that the same guy we watched before from Our Crappy Music? I think we've seen
so, dude. I think so, man.
Yeah, there's a ton of those dudes right now.
He's going pretty hard. Dude, I found this rapper that is pretty much the greatest rapper I've ever seen in my entire life that I wanted to share with you.
Better than Little Dicky?
Dude, I can't believe this guy doesn't have more than he has 150,000 followers. I can't believe he doesn't have 1 million. Your guy Reggie follows him. Dude, listen to how good this song is. It's called I Have Sex.
Maker. Death touch with the butt like the brush to a Dutch painter. I got dumb dangler, and I'm about to put a Pollock on your dump taker. Foreplay's my forte. When I make love, it's gourmet. I may nut on your face, but it ain't nothing but sorbet. Foretaste, sure thing, but a great line. I'm the word bank plus World Bank plus sperm bank plus a great time. Okay, welcome to the captain's quarters. Back that ass up, captain's orders. My mattress magma, that's a scorcher.
Tell me, dude, do you get size?
I mean, dude, honestly, at this point, anybody who's not a mumble rapper, I go, yeah, I like that.
Dude, his lyrics are so good. I can't believe I ever thought I was doing.
I put the bro in profane. I'm with your girl doing flips and shit. Cause I get Cirque du Soleil. She was not born in the States. She puts the ass in ambassador. I put the cock in Caucasian. I'm in that thing like a catheter. You ain't seen dong of this caliber. Long as Excalibur. Made for so long that my phallus hurt. And they moving on in the calendar.
But he is.
In May.
It's I guess coincidental, but I just mentioned Little Dicky. He is kind of going for Little Dicky shtick a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
With this cadence almost, and just the things that he's rapping about. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how many
you're right,
that are out there.
Okay, one more. Let's see. Brad paints this. I didn't get this. He said, "Thanks to Shorts for helping me with my side business yesterday. Singing telegrams is not an easy gig. That old man really appreciated you dressing up like Phil Donahue and singing Happy Birthday." Everyone loved this.
Yeah, I saw it got a lot of likes. To be honest with you, I've been in that new parent mental haze, so I didn't really get it either, but I'm sure I missed something important preceding it, so that's not on you, it's on me.
We're okay, dude. I posted this picture. This is a picture of Vivek Ramaswamy.
you're giving a shout out to yourself in the first ever shout out to, or checking out in on the dog segment.
I know, but you have to respond to this picture, dude. What do you think? Have you seen this picture yet? Yeah. Okay. Look at him, right? He's in a very serious interview. He's got a fucking $5,000 suit on. What do you think you're going to see when I scroll down this picture? I'll just show it to you.
Don't tell me sandals. No. No. Dude.
I mean, what?
Dude, is he like doing that on purpose?
What is with Indian dudes and their fucking feet, dude?
They want the world to just know that their feet exist. It's crazy.
It's too much, dude. It's too fucking much.
Maybe he's got like a secret OnlyFans where he sells feet pics.
Oh, well, he's definitely on Feet Finder now, for sure.
And Wiki Feet.
Yeah, Wiki Feet. Yeah, dude. For those who aren't watching, it's a picture of Vivek Ramaswamy doing an interview, probably from his house. He looks very done up. There's lighting, everything.
So professional setup. He's got a nice suit on. Yeah, looking good. All except for
you just scroll down and you see his disgusting ashy green brown toes just fucking stinking up the joint. Dude, have some shame, dude.
I don't understand it, dude. The first time I ever really got clued into how crazy they are about their feet was that time I was at the gym and I was in the steam room and some dude just walked in with his shoes on, dirty ass stinking shoes, into the steam room that people walk into with their bare feet and was just dragging mud all over the place. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Dude, I mean, like, I make jokes about Indians, but it's not, it comes from somewhere. Okay. But yeah, so this is okay. And there's one more.
Come from somewhere. It comes from India.
Yeah. And then one more. Oh, Brad Paints brought up Gene Hackman. He says, R.I.P. Gene Hackman, 90 movies. Chad Dukes enjoyed at least 3 of them. I personally celebrate at least 87. Did you see what happened to him?
Yeah, he died. I saw he died. Is it true that I haven't spent a lot of time on Twitter today. Yeah. Is it true that he died next to his dog who also died?
Bro, he died next to or with his dog and his vagina. Yeah, they were all found dead in his house.
Wait, they all died at the same time?
Yeah, dude. He was like 90 something, but his 60 something Asian wife, Betsy Arakawa, she probably made some sick sushi. She was.
You think it was a kamikaze killing?
She was dead, and his dog was dead too.
God, man, that's crazy. Are we sure it wasn't a murder suicide like a Chris Benoit? Yeah, that's just a bizarre circumstance. Like it is cute and everything. So I certainly don't mean to demean that, but how does that happen?
I just Googled it and it said Gene Hackman death case, pills found by wife Betsy Arakawa's body.
So she donked herself off and maybe, sounds like the dog too.
Yeah.
Oh, poor dog.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a wild story. Yeah, Gene Hackman was the man. I feel like, am I crazy for saying this? He seems to me one of the most underrated actors. But maybe that's totally off base, and everybody will be like, "Shut up, shorts." Everybody loves Gene Hackman.
What did you like him in?
Well, wasn't he obviously Hoosiers? Clearly, Crimson Tide was it, and The Firm. Just off the top of my head, great movie. I saw that with my mom.
My mom, yeah.
Maybe that's why I got why you say that I have a weird thing with my mom, because I saw so many movies with sex scenes with her when I was a kid.
Oh, dude, me too, man. I was sitting right next to my mom when fucking Kate Winslet whipped out her fucking honkers in Titanic.
Hell yeah.
And I remember I was looking at the screen and I could see in my peripheral vision her like looking at me, seeing what I was gonna do.
Making sure you didn't pull your little ween out of your pants.
Dude, underrated Gene Hackman appearance is in the movie Ants. Remember that movie?
The Pixar movie?
Yeah.
Wasn't that one? That was kind of neglected because it came out. Didn't it come out at the same time as A Bug's Life?
Yeah, but Ants is more memorable because it had that classic fucking villain speech where he's talking about like the soldiers are like it's talking about how it's not a big deal if one ant revolts, and then actually that might have been Bug's Life. Never mind.
I was just gonna remark about how funny it is that a little cartoon movie left such an impression on young Othman. You were like, why is it such a big deal if one man revolts?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm a fucking idiot, dude. It's a Bug's Life.
Yeah, Gene Hackman was in a ton of great movies.
Do you remember? Can I show you the scene real quick? Do you remember this?
I remember that movie for sure.
Bug's Life. Do you remember this scene?
There was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss, they're puny.
Puny. Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
Well, how about this?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they...
Dude, fucking dark, right?
It's so funny. We had to explain to the dogs that as a podcast over the course of 2 years, we've gone from getting kicked off of YouTube for playing porn to getting kicked off of YouTube for playing Pixar clips.
No, we'll be fine, dude. We'll be fine. Jem Montana says that the dog was locked in the crate.
So maybe it was a natural death.
Oh, that's so sad. That's even worse, dude.
There are weird cases like that though. Like I think didn't they say Johnny Cash like died like a month after his wife June Carter died or something? I'm not. That's not the same day, so it's a little different. But I think there's been a lot of stories like that through the course of pop culture history where, you know, people quote unquote die of a broken heart.
Yeah.
Which is super depressing. I'm sorry for bringing the mood down.
Yeah. All right, dude. Let's give a quick shout out to our guy, our dog, fucking Money Mike, before we hop onto the straight tree on.
In Northern Virginia, where the sun always shines.
Shout out to our guy, Mike Cook of Money Mike Plumbing Repair and Service. Mike has owned and operated his small business all over Northern Virginia for the past 20 plus years. He gives free estimates in person. I'm thumbs down in music, not Mike Cook, obviously. He gives free estimates in person or over the phone. No job is too big or too small. So give Mike a call next time you need a plumber at 703-501-1926. Here's the greatest part. Mike Cook does commercial and residential work. He does large jobs or small, and he's licensed and insured. I'm telling you, we had some psycho over here last night looking at our electric panel, and I bet he wasn't insured or licensed. He did quite a number that we'll talk about on the Patreon in just a couple of minutes, but it's so important to have a licensed and insured plumber just in case you want to make sure you're getting quality work that is approved by the state that you're in. Mike, again, is operating all over Northern Virginia, and if you mention IDM, he'll hook you with a 10% discount. Don't take our word for it. Just give Mike a call. He'll show up. He'll give you a free estimate. And then mention IDM. He'll take 10% off the top. So next time you need a plumber, give our guy Mike Cook a call at 703-501-1926. Don't even think about it twice. You'll never need another plumber again. That is my promise to you. 703-501-1926. Shout outs.
All right, players. We got Yehudi news for you. We got Indian street food reviews for you.
Hell yeah.
We got a lot to get to on the Straight-Tron. Join us, patreon.com/IDM pod. You get 3 times the show every week. It's $5 a month. Come on, dogs. We're giving this all we all we got. So join us. We're a nice, tight-knit family, and we'd love for you to be a part of it.
Yeah, we're both unemployed. We need this, damn it.
Yeah. All right, players.
See ya.
Dogs, we will see you in about 5 minutes. Till then.